Hi, everybody. Welcome to Vintage Craft. It is my Thursday opportunity to hang out with all of you, craft, have fun. We meet every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern. So welcome if you are new. Today we are just having fun. In fact, I had the idea we may start doing this on a monthly basis and just creating what do I want to say? Supplies to do. The words are not coming. The words are not coming. Create fodder, create mass make things that we can use to make ephemera, to decorate our journals, that kind of thing, just to build our stash with things. I just can't get the words out. I've been doing too many things this morning. Good morning, Angela. Angela's here. Hello, my friend. And Leanne is here. Hi, Leanne. And Kathy. Maybe my words. Kathy, maybe my words will come quicker and easier as the day goes on. But today we are just having fun with paint. These are some background pages that just, throwaway book pages that I painted, back last summer, I think. And as you can see, I've been cutting them. I've been ripping them. I love to have these on hand to do collaging with. And I have been, in fact, oh my gosh, well, I'll show you when we turn around the camera because I think everything will fall down. So I would say grab your watercolor paints, grab your acrylic paints, really whatever you have, cheapy acrylic paints. If you have chalk paint, we can water that down too. So we're just going to have a play today. I also grabbed some things from the kitchen. I just grabbed some cool things that maybe we can do some mark making and do some designs with. I don't know if this will work. This is one of those sewing, like an antique sewing implement, whatever we want to call it. I know somebody will type in what it is. Look at this cool thing. I think this is a ball from one of my son's cups to do like protein mix or whatever. I guess it goes on the inside, but I thought that would be really cool to make some designs with paint. Caps are good. I grabbed a couple different sizes of caps. So just run around your house, grab stuff, anything that looks interesting, grab some paper. The paper can be just blank, plain paper. You could use throwaway envelopes. You can use upcycled things. I just grabbed all kinds of cool papers from my stash. I have a lot of book pages, things that have a little bit of interest. So just use your imagination, grab what you have. And what was the other thing? Oh, and I also grabbed out, I have yet to play with stencils. I have all these stencils that I picked up from, I don't know, Temu and Amazon. So we'll have a play. I don't know how they'll do with paint, but I've been wanting to play with them for a long time. So that's what we're doing today. Hi, Mama Juju. How are you? I hope you're having a happy Thursday. I'm so glad everybody is here. Let's see. What did I want to? Oh, I know what I want to share. Oh my gosh. So I posted it in our group this morning, but look at this ATC card holder that is full of ATC cards that I received from Kathy at Picasso Cat. I don't see Kathy in the chat here, but is that not the cutest, most adorable thing? So here's the back of it. Oh my gosh. This is such happy friend mail I received this week. So yeah, this is her little note, and she put it on this cute little note card here with a bulb pin. Hopefully you can see it has little beads on it. So adorable. And then look at all the cards in it. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love all the detailing. Look at that beautiful lace on the front. And then here's the 3 adorable cards inside. Oh Oh my goodness, look at that button. The button detail too. Aren't those cute? Are you, Angela? Good. I saw, how fun is that? I saw Annette was interested in a garland. Look how cute that is. Is that? So she stapled the top and she even put some glitter on there. Can you see that? How cute is that? Oh my gosh, this little girl's cute. And I love, Kathy comes in, remind me, I love this collage paper that she used on the side. And then look how cute that one is with the little dimensional numbers up there in the corner. Oh my gosh, I feel like a lucky girl. This one was your favorite with the little, or was it the collage one? So cute. In fact, I'm going to hang it behind me. I don't know if you guys can see, but I discovered it hangs. Look how cute that is. You guys can't see, but it hangs from the books in the back. Isn't it cute, Leanne? It's so cute. So thank you, Kathy. If Kathy comes in, I already thanked her and posted a picture in our group this morning. So I wanted to share that. And then let's pick this week's prompt. I'm very behind. I did last week, it was cooking. So a lot of people have posted their entry for the week in the group. So I have to play catch up. I was hoping I'd have time this morning to work on my cooking prompt, but I just didn't get there. So let's see what this week. I'm so excited. Do I have one piece of paper here? Oh, this is good. Maybe I'll combine. So this is your favorite supply. That's a little hard to pick what your favorite, but whatever your favorite supply is, that's what you use this week. So maybe I'll cheat a little and I'll combine favorite with cooking. I don't know. We'll see. Unless I can catch up and do two. I know. Isn't that hard, Angela, to pick just one? You guys type in, what do you think is your favorite supply? I'm always quick to say mine is paper. I love crafting with paper. Even if I'm making like 3-dimensional things, I always want, well, vintage paper. Should I be more specific and say vintage paper? So that's a good one. Stickers. Okay, good. See, Angela's is stickers. So you'll have to include, it didn't, Kathy. I checked again last night. But let me go. If Taylor walks in the room, I'll have her check. Our post person, our delivery person, they come at like, it's dark. It's like 7 o'clock or something at night. But I did check last night and it wasn't in there. So, but I'll have Taylor look again just in case. Paint. Okay, good. Mama Juju's is paint. Oh, I love this. We all have different favorites. Even though we journal, we all have different favorites and we do, collage. And let's see. Angela says, I'm going to go put a pic in the craft chat. Nate sent me a couple things. Oh, that's so sweet on your Amazon wish list. I love that. He's so sweet. Nate he is the sweetest. Let me make sure that I am not forgetting anything. I think I'm caught up with what we want to do today. Oh, I did want to mention 2 things. And of course I didn't write it down again this week. So I already put the thumbnail up this morning. That's what I was doing rather than crafting and doing the cooking prompt. I already put the thumbnail up for next week's Vintage Craft and Chat. It is officially 3rd Thursday. How did that come around? Again, so quickly. Leanne was on with me last month, first guest for 3rd Thursday. And then this month is Debbie of My Vagabond Style. I'm so excited. We are going to be collaging with magazine images. I do need to go back in the thumbnail and kind of clean up the description and add more things into the supply list. Debbie was specific about the types of magazines that she likes to use are ones with like architecture or like fashion, that kind of thing. So if you guys are out and about this week, if you don't already have those things in your stash, maybe be on the lookout, or things that are coming in the mail, like throwaway things, grab those and keep them for next week, because she's going to be sharing all her amazing techniques of how she goes about doing her art collages. So I'm very excited. And then the rest of it is just, you know, glue stick, art glitter glue, scissors, and a piece of paper to glue on. So it's going to be super fun and super easy. So that thumbnail is already up. And we have our crafty marathon coming up too. Angela, remind me, it is April. Let me look. I need to write it down and just have it on a sticker here. Is it April 5? Let me look at the calendar really quick. Yes, Saturday, April 5, and I think it is it 10 a.m. Central? And Kathy Picasso Cat is hosting our first crafty marathon. So it'll be all handmade items. Many of the people that are participating are here in the chat, like Angela, Dear Angela's Vintage, and Leanne, Crafty Kitty Vintage, also Pamela Blanchard, Dee of Thrill of the Thrift, Margot of Vintage Peeps Show a Go-Go, Christy of Tippy Winks Vintage, Amy of I always forget Amy's Amazing Art, and April 5th. Yes, April 5th. But I do need to put it on a little sticker here. It'll be easier till we get there. Okay, so let me go back in. So want to remind you all, and then as soon as we get the thumbnail, I'll start sharing it on Instagram and YouTube and all that kind good kind of. Oh, Cindy, yes, Cindy, Mimi's Treasure Cottage, and she also has an art channel which is Cindy Duncan Arts, I believe. So that's right. Shouldn't forget Cindy. I'm really excited to see what she is going to make. Okay, I think that's it. Should we turn around? Oh, I also wanted to say, do you guys see this right here? Can you guys see that? How cute that is? So I was cleaning out some things this past week. We had company over. We had family in from out of town. We did my mother-in-law's memorial. It was close to the 1-year anniversary, and we had postponed it, hoping that more family and her sisters and nieces and could come into town. So, but I was cleaning some things out and I found this antique. It says, I guess it's pronounced Unita Bakery, but it was something that my mom had, and it's an antique glass and metal cover. I guess it would have been a grocery display. And I don't know if my stepdad had built the box behind it, but it has like a after, you know, somebody did it after the fact and built like a oak wooden box. So it's like a little shadow box. So Jim put that up for me. Isn't that cute? It kind of fills up the space. I like it every time I walk by it. And then I can change it out seasonally too. So I just have a couple tags in there and one of my little chenille dolls. So it makes me happy when I walk by. I'll post a picture on Instagram about that too. Okay, let me turn this around here and we'll do the down cam and we'll get started painting. Okay, here we go. A little bit crooked. I will straighten. Ooh, I'm really on my stomach here. we don't need the stomach shot. There we go. That makes me think of Debbie, my vagabond style, because sometimes I would Marco Polo her from the car, and what did I used to call it? It was like the gut shot or something. Stomach. It always seemed like the phone was on my stomach. I didn't have a good place to put it in the car. Okay, so here's my little notes here. Let me put that off to the side, and I think we are good. Let me make sure. Okay, I am all caught up here. And I think I'm going to do a little bit of watercolor first. Oh, this is what I wanted to share. So I just grabbed some things out of my stash where I used painted papers in the background. So like right here, this is a piece of painted paper. That's a piece of painted paper, that turquoise there. So that's how I like to use these papers. Let's see if there's anything on the back. I don't think there's anything. Oh, maybe that's a little corner. Oh yeah, that's a little piece of that. I just wrapped it around. So that is how I like to use these painted book pages, just to add some dimension, some color. So that's one thing I pulled out. Here's another one. I used this, where is it? I think I used some of this. So I just took a book page and did some mark making with black paint. And you can see here where I used it in the background of this little collage. So it really, really, really comes in handy. Here's some more that I did. So I used 2 different colors. Here's some book page with yellow and some with turquoise, my favorite. Here's some more, and it almost doesn't even look like it, but here's a little bit of painted book page here, this green. Which one is on here? Oh, so this is actually more of this black painted paper, but then I came and did some mark making within the paint strokes here. So I did some little X's and some little polka dots. So that's another way you can just sort of dress up. And then what was on here? I think on here I just had a piece of this turquoise, which was actually, I think it was a piece of this. So this, I did some mark making with a sponge. I think I used this one right here, this little sponge brush. And I just made little turquoise circles here. And I did a little fussy cut of that circle. I love incorporating circles into my collage. I think it's really nice to do that when you can, especially if we're using a lot of right angled pieces of paper. So that little circle was added there. So those are just some of the ways that I like to use painted papers in the backgrounds of my collaging. And let me pull out some. Let me grab my book here. It's a little bit messy because what I've done is I actually took this when Jim and I did a trip in our RV. We went on a camping trip, and I actually just took this book and I took a bunch of my paints and I just had fun with it. And so I tend to just keep the pages in the book, but it's a little bit messy. This one I really ripped up and used a lot. Sometimes I'll come in and cut a little, use a paper cutter and cut shapes out. Here's another fun one where I used, I think, the top of a water bottle and just dipped it in the paint. So we'll have fun with that. And then these are just some kind of general, but you can see I have my little bits and pieces that I keep in the book too. I have a lot of this black. Definitely don't need to make more black today. I haven't used that as much. Here's some just red. So you could just do solid color, or you can come in and like this one. This one I've used a lot too, where I have different tones of paint. And I only have one page that has the watercolor, so I think I am going to start with watercolor today. This one I've used a lot too. And then these are just the little scraps, I think, here. Put them back in here. Yep, I have a lot of this black. I went crazy with the with the mark making with the black paint. And let's put those little, and I keep all these little things because, I come back and use them. They'll definitely get used over time. So this is just a good way to, I find, to store. I can just grab my book and go. let's see. I'm going to grab out, I have a bunch of this dictionary page. I kind of like this for the watercolor. We can try it on these different papers, but I like it because it's white. You know, it's not like, here's one of the book pages I pulled out, which is kind of this creamy beige tone. And I don't know how the watercolors will show up on this, but maybe we'll do both. Let's do the white dictionary page, and then we'll have a little bit of play on here too. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Welcome, Vicki W. O'Sullivan. Welcome, welcome. We are so glad you're here. Oh, you're on the West Coast too, Lake Stevens. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, I didn't know that, Mama Juju. You're way over in Mississippi. I bet it's gorgeous. Okay, Vicky's in Washington State. Oh, awesome. Ooh, are you guys close to each other? That would be fun. Okay. Oh, you guys are close by. I love that. I love that when that happens. So I'm just going to grab a paintbrush here. I have a thing of water, and I'm going to grab this. So as you can see, I like to mix in this top. This is just a cheapie, I think, a brand that my daughter had probably in high school. Whoops, I'm sorry about that noise. Probably in high school. So these aren't expensive watercolors. And let me think here. I'm going to mix up a little bit more of this pink. I'm trying to think of what background colors I would like going into spring, summer, Easter. So I'll probably be concentrating on that quite a bit today. Probably going to be doing a lot of pastel. And it's as simple as that. So relaxing. So I think I'll do maybe I'll work in like threes and try to get it a little bit more saturated than that other piece I had. But boy, I really did use a lot of that. Let's get that a little bit more saturated. This could not be more relaxing and fun just to have a play. Hopefully I don't have any weird words on here. I didn't look. I just kind of grabbed. And I'm definitely not a painting expert. Don't necessarily know what I'm doing, but I just dig in and play. Hi, Piper. Piper Lily Thrifts. I love. What a cute name. Welcome. So glad you're here. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Let's make that a little bit more saturated. All right, let's see. What do we want to do? Maybe some yellows in here. Oh, that's beautiful. Ooh, that's bright. That is bright and sunshiny. That is beautiful. So I know Mama Juju said paints. How do you like to incorporate paints into your journal making and your paper crafting? Mama Juju, I would love to know. Let's put a little bit down here. We're just sort of doing like a little bit of color blocking. Let's see, let's do, I like this sort of turquoisey green, or at least I'm going to make a little bit of turquoisey green. I'm going to take a little bit of this green here And let's take a little bit of this. This is not spraying out. Just kind of spray across the top there, just so I can get everything. Get a little turquoise going. Oh, that's pretty. Let's see. Mama Juju jelly print, coloring stamps, painty papers, skins, painting covers. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I have yet to try jelly printing. That's definitely something I want to give a try. I don't have one of the jelly printing pads. That's sort of on my wish list. Probably this year it'll be something I'll invest in and have a little play with. I know Debbie, who's on with me next week, she's done a lot of experimenting with jelly plate printing, and she's done some really beautiful stuff. Hi, Carrie. Hello. Never such a thing as too late. You didn't miss much. But definitely, well, you'll see it in the group. The one thing I did want to make sure everybody saw was Kathy's ATC that she sent me. Actually, 3 ATCs in our exchange. But you can go back and see that in the group. What do I want to do in here? This looks awfully bright, doesn't it, for spring crafting? Maybe I'll get a little bit of this purple. I'll reconstitute this kind of pinky purple I have down here, and then we'll fill that in. Where is the purple? Is this the purple? What color? Ooh. Oh, there's my blue that I love. Here, let's get a little bit of this red in here. See if we can make some purple. I made a mess here. That's awfully dark. Get a lot more red in there. There we go. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, definitely pick up some paints, and you can get just the cheapy ones at Dollar Tree too, right? You don't need to invest. These are very inexpensive paints I had left over from when the kids were younger, probably, well, high school. But let's see, what's this one? This is not even any brand. I don't even know. I think, again, this came from the kids. I was trying to see what the brand is on that. But this is not a very expensive one either. And, of course, Dollar Tree has a lot of really inexpensive acrylic paints, too. I'm just going to throw this on the ground. As you can see, it's not very, wasn't done exceptionally well, but I'll just come in and I'm going to be ripping this up and using this as collage fodder anyway. I'm just going to throw it on the floor. And then let's do some acrylic painting. Oh, we wanted to test this. We forgot to test this. Or I forgot to test it. Let's see what happens on this darker paper here. Let's take this really saturated. Ooh, I have to say that's really beautiful. Wow, that's pretty. Definitely, of course, we're using purple, so definitely makes it more of a brown tone in general. Okay, let's take some of this red. Oh, that's beautiful. But it does want to become brown. Definitely wants to become brown. So I would say if you're working with these really vintage looking papers, I could have a bigger brush, probably would help. Do a little bit of dry brushing here. That's beautiful. Let's see what this beautiful blue does. Oh, I love that. This is my favorite color of blue. That's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. I like this too. Look at that. When it gets kind of that dry look, that's what I love. I love that. And I would say, Carrie was saying she feels like she needs paint. I didn't, I just grabbed my paint in a book and just took it on a trip, decided I was going to do some painted background pages, and I really grab for them quite often. So it's one of those things that you don't, until you have them at your disposal, you don't know that you're missing them. That's beautiful. Let's get a little bit more of this purple. Let's put a little bit of that purple in there just so we have a nice page to use at some point in time. That's really pretty. Let's see, did I miss somebody? Oh, I missed Rainbow Kitten's Cozy Corner. Welcome. So glad you were here. Let's see. Mama Juju says Dollar Tree has a glow paint that works great to add to paint to thin and doesn't change the color much at all. That's super good to know. Would be fun with those round foam brushes. You could make dots. Oh, let me try that. I have one here. Let's try that. This one. I have this Dollar Tree one. Let me see. Let's do it in the purple and see what happens. I have some paper plates here. I might have to use that as a, let's see, let's get a little bit of that blue. Let's make a bigger pool here. And let's grab some of that red. And I'm also going to mix in a little bit of white. Let's kind of lighten that up a little bit. Ooh, that's pretty. I don't feel like I play with the white as much. That's gorgeous. Okay, let's see what that does. Hopefully it's not too muddy. Also with this sponge, I'm not sure if it'll pick up. So that's kind of, it just sucks it up. It might suck it up a little bit too much, and it's not getting on that one side. We paint it on. Ooh, look it really sucked up all that paint. Let's see what it does. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at that. Ooh, Angela, this might be my new favorite. Look at that. Is that gorgeous? Ooh, OMG. That is beautiful. Look at that. Okay. I need to grab some more of these when I go to Dollar Tree. Let's do it. Let's see what it looks like when we do it over some of the other colors. Look how cool that is. That would be great if you were doing sort of a spacey, like space collage. I don't know. That's giving me space and planet. Let's see here. Oh, that's beautiful. This is so cool. I have some weird thing up here. Let me get rid of that. Yes, and you can, great suggestion, Rainbow. Yep, we can dilute. And I have a bunch of acrylic paint next to me, so we'll switch to that in a little bit, and then we'll water it down. And I'll rinse this out too, and we'll play a little bit with the acrylic paints in this. Definitely with the acrylic paints, it doesn't sink in as much. They're not as watery. Ooh, I love this though. That is so cool. This makes me want to do like a space space collage. Isn't that cool? Ooh. Okay, let's see how I'm gonna try not to make too much mess. Energy saver is on. Oh, you know what? I might have to go check. I have my, well, it says it's charging. I might have to go flip a thing in the garage. Sometime, our house is so old, it was built in 1956, and sometimes the breaker pops, and so it doesn't charge with the extension cord I have behind me. I know that's so much information. Like, wait, you're probably like, oh, wait, that's a lot of information. Let me put a little bit more of this blue down. Let's get a little bit of this blue going. I'm going to add some of that white in there. Ugh, that's gorgeous. So let's get a little bit more of this blue on here. And now I want to kind of play with that a little bit. And then maybe do some of the circles. And again, anybody that's coming in, I am definitely not, I'm not an expert with paint by any means. I'm not the painter in the family. My daughter is. But we're just having fun. We're making background pages to use in collage. You could even take a whole page and do a whole page spread. You could also take these pages and paint the whole thing and use it as a signature. You know, fold it up. Once it's dry, fold it, and that can become a signature. Obviously, paint it a little bit better than what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of doing a quick and easy. Let's saturate that a little bit. Let's cover that a little bit. And I like this kind of stuff. Like, I like this dry brushing too. I would definitely rip a piece of that off and use that in collage, where it has a little bit of the paint and a little bit of the book page showing through. I think that's pretty cool. What color would show up on here? Let me get a little bit of, put a little bit more blue around this purple. Ooh, I love that. I wonder, I think this is the smallest size in the Dollar Tree. I would love to find some smaller sponge tips like this. Would be beautiful. That's cool. Okay, what color would show up on this blue? Maybe green? I don't know. Maybe green. I do have a fan brush, but it has glue on it because I use it when I'm glittering, when I'm using glitter, like loose glitter. I discovered that it was great to, like, if I have glitter and I'm using a paper plate and glittering over the plate, and then I fold it to try to get the glitter back into the jar, I found that a fan tip works really, really well, but we'll try that. I have it right next to me, actually, but it does have a little bit of glue on it. That would be really fun. Okay, let's see. I don't know if I made enough green, but let's see. It might not show up on the blue, huh? Might not show up on the blue. Definitely it'll show up on the purple. Oh, that's so cool. I love circles. Isn't that cool? That looks so cool. Ugh. And next week, well, no, not next week. Next week's with Debbie, but the following week, the project that I have in mind, I will be using some of these papers in collaging on that project. So definitely, if you have paints, work on getting some painted papers done in the next couple weeks. Let's try a little bit up here. And then I'll grab that fan brush. Oh, that's beautiful. Let's see what it looks like on the blue. I don't know that it's going to show up. Ooh, it does. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, let's make a little bit more of this green. That's gorgeous. Let's get a little bit more of that going. Beautiful. It also looks interesting as it dries, and I'll show you the close-up of that. So when we first do it, it looks a little mottled, and then as it dry, it spreads out too. So it even changes. Oh, I love this. And then you can kind of see that. So when you first do it, it has that little kind of blotchy mottled look. And then as it dries, it sort of spreads out and widens out. So we'll look at this later, but that kind of mottled look will go away. You could see the purple ones down there. Is that cool or what? That's pretty. Hi, Kathy. I showed your ATC holder and your little ATC cards at the beginning. So cute. Everybody loved them. So cute. And in fact, I have them hanging behind me, behind my little craft area here. There is a smaller one. Okay. I'm going to look next time I go. Because I feel like I didn't bring that bin over, but the bin that has all my brushes like this in it. I also grabbed out one of these too. I have one of those. Oh, I love them, Kathy. Absolutely love them. So cute. You should do a video on how you made the holder and everything. It's adorable. I'm going to take a little drink of my coffee. Hi, Nettie. Oh, drive safe. Have fun doing your errands. Is it raining? It was raining really hard last night. and really the wind was blowing super, super crazy. So drive careful. Be very careful out there. Let's see. I just went to look because I could swear I have some somewhere. Yeah, I'll have to look there. I think this is of the ones I bought a long time ago. This is the smallest, unless I threw the smaller away for some reason, and then it has one a little bit bigger. Okay, let's see here. Let's switch. Let's do a little bit of acrylic paint. And I also want to have a play with stencils. So I have, these are pristine. I dropped one on the floor. Brand new stencils. I've never used these. So I want to have a little play with that too. Do we want to use this paper? Let me see what I have. Let's do that. I feel like I hope I have pink. I really want some. Oh, let's use this. So I have this Key West, this kind of turquoisey. Let's see what I have down in here in my paint bin. This is not a very pastel, but maybe we can put some white with it. Well, that's kind of like that one. Let's see, what else do we have? We have some yellow. Maybe we can add white to that. Let's see in here. I'm just digging in my folk art. Oh, this is enamel. This is glass paint. We don't want to use the glass paint. Although, I guess that would be a good experiment. I'm just seeing what other colors I have. Here's some blue. I think this is Target. I picked that up at Target, I think a couple years ago. And then I have all these, a lot of the painted papers in my book. I use these. I have all these Delusions shimmer paints too. So those will be fun. So let's see. I'm going to look. Let's look at the stencils here. See if anything catches my fancy. I actually unwrapped these. They were still in the plastic wrapper. Just seeing what kind of, ooh, that one's kind of pretty. Kind of springy, maybe some floral backgrounds. A lot of these are super wavy. Let's look. This one for sure, that sort of looks like roses. That one's pretty. Ooh, this is pretty, little kind of daisy. Okay, now let me grab a plate and let's mix some of these pastel colors. Let me grab a bigger brush too. I feel like, oh, we were going to try the fan. See, here's my fan one, and it's really stuck here, but we'll try it with the acrylic paint. But all these bristles right here, they're all stuck together. I love, me too, Vicki. I love dots and circular, especially because I work with a lot of right angled, right, collage papers and things that are right angled. So I love to mix circles in anytime I can. That is definitely a go-to. Okay, let's see what all this paint looks like here. Ooh, it's very crumbly. Let's see if we can add some white to this and make kind of a pastel-y. I feel like I'm being very messy here. See what we get. We can get a little bit of pastel pink. And this, I think this is the Dollar Tree. Is it this Rich Art brand? I feel like maybe. Let's see what that does. So I definitely still want to do kind of some Easter spring kind of stuff. before we hit Easter. When is Easter? What day is Easter on? Does anybody know? That's pretty. April something. Ooh, that's very pretty. Okay. Now, I'm going to take one of these book pages and let's see if we can stencil. Which one do I want to use? So we're going to use sort of this smaller rose. Let me poke out some of these pieces here. Let's see. My little pokey tool here from Dollar Tree. Maybe it was just, oh, here's one too. I notice there's a few pieces. Oh, there's a lot on this one. A few pieces here that didn't quite get poked out during manufacturing. Let's see if we can find where they're at. Let me see what my computer's doing. I'm going to go out and flip that breaker because I feel like it's not charging and then we'll be in big trouble. It just does that occasionally. I think when we run like the vacuum cleaner in this room, it kind of does it. So I'll be right back, friends. I will be right back. Okay, let me see. Hopefully that. Yep, it's charging. Okay, good. You guys didn't go away and it's charging. Okay, and then I'm going to grab this brush. So this is sort of a stenciling brush and see how we do with this. Again, I've never done this. Complete experimentation. And let's see what that does. So I'm going to do a little bit of stippling and sort of take off so I don't have really heavy paint. Ooh, I think this is going to be beautiful. Can already tell. And I think with the stencils, it's good to do this tapping motion rather than using the brush like this, because then it will get underneath the stencil and you'll lose your design. Let's see, should we lift it up here? Oh, look at how beautiful that is. That's beautiful. Ooh, I love this. And what you could do is, if you wanted to get really fancy, some of these cutouts here are leaves and some are the flowers. So you could actually come in and stipple green where the leaves are and just the pink where the flowers are. And I may try to do that later. Let's see, do I have another stippling brush? I have one that's kind of a stipple brush. So actually we can try. Why wait? Why wait when we could do it now? Let's take a little bit of that. Let's see. Oh, that's the enamel. I keep grabbing the enamel. Let's try this avocado. So I'm mixing Key West and avocado. Might be dried out. Let's see. I think some of this came from my mom's. So I don't quite know. Ooh, I think it turned a little jelly-like. This is not a stippling brush, but it'll probably work okay. Let me see if I can shake it up. It's kind of gelled up here. What other greens do we have that aren't enamel? My mom must still love the avocado, light avocado, and then just regular avocado. Let's see if we can darken it just a little bit. Yes, the lids are great to do the circles. That one seemed a little bit better. This one, I don't know about that, but it definitely separated a little bit. But that's pretty. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, so like right here is the flower. So let's fill the flower in. And then let's take a little bit of this green and let's see if we can get this paintbrush to work. Pretty, it's gonna be pretty, I can tell. Let's get a little bit of the leaves here. It's gorgeous. Maybe I'll do all the flowers and then we'll come back and do the leaves. Let's see, maybe that's a flower. It's a flower, flower, flower. Okay, let's see. Ooh, I'm excited about this reveal. And then we could do some fun mark making. I really want to do some polka dot. I think we had a little bit of flower here too. I want to do some polka dotted background papers to use for next week. Again, the circles. Oh, this is pretty. Now, do I want to go over these? I think I can. I think it's going to be okay, even though we did the pink. It's fairly dry, so let's try. I'm going to go over the parts that look like leaves. This is exciting. The simple things that get me excited. Let's see. Some leaves there. Guess you kind of have to guess. Some of it seems obvious what a leaf is. Oh, this is going to be pretty. I can tell. Let's see. I think that's a leaf. That's a leaf. A leaf down there. Oh my gosh. Okay, what is this gonna look like? The reveal. Hi, Amy. Hello, hello. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is so cool. I'm going to put that over there. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful that is. Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness. I don't even know what I'm doing, and it's gorgeous. That is beautiful. Right? It's so elegant. Oh my goodness, we stumbled upon something fun. Okay, I'm going to put that on the floor. I have to take a picture of the floor later. Where am I going to put this one? I didn't really prepare well with, do we want to do one more of those? Let's do one more. Let me see what kind of paper we have here. Let me see what kind of book pages. Or do we want to change? That one is so pretty. I don't know. I feel like I want to do one more. Let's do one more really quick since we have all these colors out. Gorgeous. Especially now too, I can kind of tell where I have all the pink. So let's do one more. Maybe it'll look a little bit better now that I have the technique down. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. These are great to have at the ready for sure. I can already tell I'm going to be grabbing for these a lot. So what do you guys, let me know, gals, what are you all in the need for that we can do for next month? I want to do some kind of mass making like this just to make things to have in our stash, kind of a stash building. I had thought maybe tickets or like stamped images to have some stamped things at the ready, I think would be good. I definitely need to build my stash when it comes, you know, like labels. I was thinking that kind of thing. Let's see. I think I'm going to make that part pink. I don't know if it's supposed to. I'm going to do a little pink there. What are you all in need of? Whoops, that moved a little bit. You touch that here so it doesn't move. Embellishments. Ooh, let's do, okay, we'll do something with yellow next. I think I might have some that have like daisies. We'll look and see what we have. So Amy says embellishments. Oh, I like that. Make it your heart's desire. What a great answer. What a great answer. Yeah, definitely I definitely need some labels in my stash. I find when I'm collaging or making something and I need a label to go on something, then I sort of have to stop and get my stamps out and make some labels. So it would be kind of good to have, I think, some at the ready. Have a little box, have a little stash or container. Ooh, what's this one gonna look like? That moved a little bit up there. Hopefully it doesn't. We'll compare the two. Oh my gosh, I love this. Let's see. The this size, these ones, I think it was like a 12 pack or a 20 pack. These all came from Temu. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Don't you love that? Oh my gosh, that is as gorgeous. Let me get the other one. Really? That's as gorgeous as, you know, doing a printable or something like that. So this was the first one. And then this is the second one. Those are gorgeous. Let's see, April swap. Yeah, we could do that. Do you want to do tags? I think that's a good idea. Like tags like, you know, like with a topper, right? I don't have, of course, I always make a million tags. I have no tags. Yeah, with like a topper on it. Let me see. Yeah, like this, right? Like a tag. That's a big one. I think that is a good idea. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with these. A new love. Aren't they beautiful, Kathy? Now, Kathy, if you guys aren't subscribed to Picasso Cat Kathy, put your link in, or even some of your videos. Kathy does a really great technique. I haven't tried that yet either, where she takes, what is it? Oh, Kathy, you'll type it in, but it's that repair, like if you're repairing drywall, or if you have, you know, little nail holes in your wall. I can't think, is it spackling paste, where she takes stencils and does beautiful imaging with the spackling paste and the stencils. Gorgeous, especially if you have, you know, a neutral book page like this, and then you're doing like the white spackling paste over the top. It's gorgeous. Spackling paste, joint compound. Kathy, put one of your links in. It is gorgeous. Okay. All right. Let's see. What do I want to do next? Let's do something. I liked Amy's idea of something. Right. Maybe let's do this one here. It's kind of a daisy look. Ooh, what could we do? Like maybe yellow daisies. Maybe we could do orange centers. I like it. Okay, let's see. I have so much stuff here. Let's try this. This is a big piece of this like longitude latitude paper that I picked up at the thrift. Let me make sure. There's a few in here. There's a lot of little pieces in here that aren't poked out. Let me take my little tool here. Let's get those poked out. Get my trash can. Oh, this is fun. I thought to do this today because I was having, you know, I came off of a really busy week. But now I'm all into this stash building idea. This has a lot of little pieces here. Let's get those all pulled out. These are inexpensive too, right, Angela? I don't feel like they were very much. And I know for those that don't love Temu, I know Amazon often will have the same thing, but they're really inexpensive. Okay, I think most of those. I think that's going to look cute on this kind of longitude latitude. Okay. I'm going to have paint all over my floor. I'm going to just put this on the floor. Ooh, you know what? Let's try something I just thought about. What if we, I don't know that this would work. Ooh, what do I do it on? I was going to wet this. What would that do if I sprayed water on it? And then I put it onto another piece of paper. Is it just going to make it run? I don't know. Let's see. This is almost something where you need more room to spread out. Okay. I don't know. Let's see what that does. And then let's take a piece of this paper here. Do I have a roller? I do have a roller. I just grabbed one of these. Sorry, it's very creaky. Sorry for the creaky. I don't know that this is going to do anything, but it might be interesting. I bet if we had done it right away, it would look cooler, but we'll see. It's definitely getting a lot of moisture on here, that I can say. Awesome. Thanks for putting that in, Kathy. Have fun shipping. Have fun shipping. Okay, I'm just going to wipe that off. Okay, let's see. It might be good or it might be epic fail. Well, it's cool, but I have to say I think it probably, although that's pretty, I think it would have been better had I done it quickly right after we did the pouncing. But I'll still use that. I think that's beautiful. Definitely more kind of a watercolor look. The colors are sort of running into each other, but definitely still pretty. I think that was worth trying. Definitely worth trying. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to put that on there and put it on the floor. You guys should see my floor right now. Okay, we need to test this too. I think I'm going to wipe this down so that we can put our yellows and oranges on it. Okay. Let me get these watercolors out of my way. Get some of this a little bit more out of the way here. Okay, so we have a little bit of this bright yellow. Ooh. We'll go this side since it came out there. So we have a little bit of yellow. Let's see if we have any orange. I'm sure I do. This has shimmer in it. Looks like the kids were in this. Didn't get put back on. Okay, we have a little bit of orange. Don't need too much of that. And then we'll use this. We'll use that green. And let's see, let's clean this one off. Do they have joint compound at Dollar Tree? Ooh, I'm gonna have to look. Well, get me some, Carrie, some coffee. Actually, I have coffee right here. I'm gonna take a sip. It's like we're drinking coffee together. Usually I stop at the 1 cup on Thursdays because I just get way too hyper, but it's rainy and cold here, so I felt like I needed a 2nd cup. Okay, so that's pretty clean. Is it clean? Yeah, that's pretty clean. Okay, let me see here. Is there a right and a wrong way? Stencils? Have we never used stencils? Okay, so let's do, you know what? I'm going to add a little bit of white just to make it a little bit more pastel, I think, to both. Since we're kind of still in the Easter Spring crafting. I think I'll bring that down a little bit, even more. So what are we going to do for our tags, Angela? Well, are we going to do Easter? Is that what we're thinking? April, we'll do tags, but they'll be Easter themed. Okay, I'll mix that after I do the yellow. I need more of these brushes. Probably did way too much yellow there. Okay. It's kind of hard to decide what's the flower and what are leaves. I think it's going to be cool on this longitude latitude paper though, I have to say. I think it's going to have a cool look. Oops, I went in the center. That's okay. I think the orange will go over the top of it. I think that's cool that it's so linear and architectural looking with the graphs and all the numbers, and then with the florals on top of it. I think that's just a really cool look. Okay, I think I'm not going to be so careful with the centers. But if you're doing this at home and quiet leisure time, you can definitely be much more precise than I am. This is cool. Kind of coming off a little bit here, but and you can also take time to add a piece of washi tape and tape it down to your surface, which is probably a good idea. Okay, I think we're pretty good. Let's do a little bit of this. Spring, okay, spring, we want to do Easter spring, spring Easter. Did anybody say when Easter was? I missed it, if anybody did. Okay, that's pretty clean. Might add a little bit more. This one's cool because it's shimmery. We add a little bit more white. Definitely way too much orange here. We'll have to do something else with the orange. I was definitely overzealous with the orange. Okay, I have to be very careful with how I do the centers here. Definitely having a smaller brush would probably be better. Or like a little Q-tip probably. It's getting on the, let's see. Let me grab, I'm gonna see, I wouldn't probably recommend one like this for, but I'm just gonna be really careful and get in the center. That one is like way too big. So I'll just try to be kind of careful. I didn't even really get any Easter like bunny things up much in the house. I had a couple things that weren't packed away that I have out. Like I have a like little brass bunny I have out, just a couple things, but has not been a typical spring. I've been so busy. Does that have a center? That, ooh, that's weird. That one doesn't have a center unless it didn't poke out. Okay. I think we're pretty good. Let's see here. Look how pretty this is. This would be pretty to collage with. Look at that. Isn't that interesting? I should have saved like a paper napkin, you know, the layer that came off the back of a napkin. I should have saved that. Okay, I want to do a little bit of touch up here on top of this one. It's a little bit kind of bled over, but that's okay. Okay, so let's get our green. I'm going to add a little bit of water because our green sort of dried out a little bit here. See if I can reconstitute it a little bit. See if that worked. And it does. Definitely a little more runny though. Probably added too much water. Ooh, and I don't like that brush. Let me do this brush here. That one is way too thick. Definitely, if you're going to be stenciling a lot, probably would be good to have various of these stencil brushes. And I haven't looked, I don't know if Dollar Tree has stencil type brushes. This one is, where did I get this? Jamie Ray Vintage. I don't know if any of you follow their YouTube channel, but I had this for doing furniture and that kind of thing, like home decor. I'll have to have a look on Amazon. This one's even a little bit too big. I'm sure they make smaller versions of these. Although, what do you guys think? Maybe people use inks more with stencils than paints. I don't know. Let's see. Let me get a little bit more of the leaves in here. Yeah, I think we definitely would have a better outcome if we had a little bit smaller brush going on, but I think it'll still be cool. Let's see, let me get this one here. You get a little bit more yellow up in here. We missed that section there. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, let me get a little bit more green. Okay, we ready for the reveal? Let's see. Oh, 420. Okay, good. Thank you for looking that up for me. Mix a little yellow with the orange. To do the centers, do you think, Amy? Do you think to make the centers, let's bold? Oh yeah, that's pretty. Let me do a little bit of that on there. So it's a little less. And you could get really fancy and you could come in here and do a little bit of stenciling. You know what I mean? Like a little bit of brushwork on some of these larger flowers. I do like it with a little bit of tone down. I wish this one was poked out there. I don't know why it's not. Okay. All right, let's look. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. That is cute. Let me put that down. So this one's a little bit more subtle. I think far away it's cuter. Maybe because the yellow doesn't show up as much, but that's awfully adorable. That's awfully adorable. Also, what you could do once it dries is come in, like this would be super, super extra. Let's see if we could do it. And then you could come into with like your micron or your jelly pen. And then you could outline too, which would be awfully cute. And then you have a whole different look. Of course, I'm not doing it very neatly here. And that one's a little bit wet there still. Right? And then that gives you a whole nother look for collaging background paper. Or that would be beautiful, just a whole spread like that, I think. Isn't that pretty? That is so pretty. And I have to say, absolutely, absolutely relaxing. Okay, let's do some mark making, maybe on this other side. Let's get some of our little things here. I want some pink polka dot. Do I have anything? I don't want to mess up my, could I use this? What would that be like? What is this? This is my dressmaking pencil. Let's try that. I want pink polka dots for some reason. I'm like, I need pink polka dots. Let's see. Let's see what we can do with this. I have some lids over here, but I want some solid pink. So let's see what that does. Let's see what that looks like. Especially for the week after next. I don't know that it covers it very well. It is. It's just kind of a little bit, I want it a little bit more opaque. Here we go. Let's mix a little bit. Maybe less see-through-y. Because this paper is a little bit darker. You know, it's kind of a beigey tone. So let's see if we can get a little less watered down. Although it probably would be really pretty on the dictionary page because it's so white. So let's see what we do here. I may just take the rest of the day and then just do all kinds of painted papers. All kinds of painted papers. This is one of those things where you start doing it and then you start thinking, oh, what would this be like? What would that be like? Yeah, that's what I want. So cute. And then I'll hold it up a little bit closer for you guys to see. Oh my gosh, this is adorable. That's what I'm talking about. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, I'm in love with that. How cute is that with the circle on top of the graph? I have a little bit of green in there somehow. I love that. Definitely, I will use this exact paper to do the demo that we're going to do in 2 weeks. I already did one, but I did it maybe like a month ago, and it's not as springy summer as I would like it to be. So I'll probably do another one. I kind of did like earth tone kind of a thing. So cute. Let me know if the heater is too loud, if you guys can hear a heater going. It's like a wind tunnel. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, I'm in love. I am in love, love, love. I am in love with that. I like the yellow and the orange, but I think I like my favorites, I think, are the roses, the green and the purple. I think probably because the yellow isn't showing up as much on the book page. And that's probably trial and error too, to find what colors work best on the different background pages. You know, if you're using dictionary, which is awfully white, or kind of these beigey tone, cream tone book pages. I like these. Okay, let me do a couple more. I think I want to do a little bit while I'm at it. I'm going to do a few more. Actually, no, let's do something different. I'll probably come in here later today and maybe with this turquoise. I love some turquoise green. I'll probably finish out and do more polka dots on that side. So I'm going to put that aside. Okay, what else do we want to do? Let me see if I can clean this off. I'm actually going to stick it in the water. Here. Okay, let's see. What do we want to try to do? Should we do mark making? Do we want to do fan brush? Do we want to do more stenciling? Oh, let's see. Let's test the dictionary page with the yellow. Let's see what that's like. I'm going to put that on the floor too. I don't have a lot of space here. What do I want to do mark making? Let's try this. I don't know. That might be a little bit. Let's try the solid end of this and see what happens with the yellow paint. Oh, I think it's a little bit too concave. Let's see what else I have that's solid. That pencil worked pretty good. I'm looking around my desk. It's a little bit too indented. That's indented. Let's see here. That pencil worked pretty good, didn't it? It was pretty flat. Let's see what we get with the yellow. Oh yeah, that's better. Much better. Oops, somebody came home and the papers are going all over blowing all over the place. Must be my son. back from school. This is cute. You know what? I haven't tried, hi honey. I haven't tried bubble wrap, Leanne, but I did see somebody use it and I thought it was awfully cool. Of course, I could go grab some. Should I go do that? I have the brayer. This pencil, I think, is the best so far that I found, or have found. Let me clean that off. Should I go grab bubble wrap? Okay. I'll go grab it. Be right back. Just take me a sec. Okay. You know you're somebody that routinely ships things through the mail when you have lots of bubble wrap. Okay. So let me get scissors. Let's cut off like a smaller piece. Let me get a section where the bubbles seem a little bit better. Less deflated, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. All right, let's see here. Okay. I'm whispering. I'm whispering. Okay, let's see. What am I going to use? I have all these like book pages here. We'll try it here too. Maybe we should use this orange. How did they do it, Leanne? Did they just dip it in? I think the person I saw, I think that's what she did. So I'm going to kind of spread out this orange since we have so much of it. And it's still pretty wet. I don't know what this is going to do, but this is fun. This is really fun. Super cool. Okay, let's do on this. Does this dictionary page say circles at the top? I kid you not. I think it does. Does it? Or it just looks like it? How funny if it does. That would be totally random. Okay, I think we're... Did they roll the paint on the brayer and then roll it on here on the... Oh, that looks so cool, right? Does that say circle? Now I can't tell. Look at, I feel like it might say circle or circles right there. Isn't that cool? It looks very like leopard spots or something, right? Since we have the orange and it's relatively wet, let's take advantage. Let's maybe see if we can get one more out of it. We also can do the yellow. I'll cut another piece of it. Oh, this is fun getting messy like this. We'll do it down here. Right? Super quick polka dots. Super quick. I probably don't have the best bubble wrap either. Some of them are a little bit deflated. So then it gets kind of wrinkled on some of them, but it's really cool. And I must say, like, really, oh, this one's even better. Very modern, right? So that one turned out a little bit better, but just different. I will totally use those. Okay, let's get another piece since we have this going. I'll make it a little bit smaller. Let's see. Let's do a little bit of this orange or yellow because it's still pretty wet. This is a good way to use up the wet paint when you have it left over too. Let's get it down here a little bit more. Dip it in there. Ooh, okay. The ombre effect. Let me see the next one, if I could put it in the 2, but I could also add a little bit more orange. Let's go this way. What else did I grab for the mark making? I grabbed this thing. I want to see what that does. I grabbed that out of the kitchen. And all I've used for mark making in the past is basically just different size brushes, right? So then you can come and, especially like with that black paper. Ooh, look at that. Whoops. That's super cool. That turned out really well with the yellow. Let's see. If I have enough in here to make kind of a two-tone between the two. I'm going to kind of move it over on this side of the plate. I don't know if I do or not, but let's try. See if we can get that ombre like Amy suggested. This is like the cheap version of jelly plate. That's what I feel like. It's the cheaper version of jelly plate. Okay. Ooh, that's really cool, Amy. I think with the ombre, I think it's going to turn out really cool. I've seen that, like with, yeah, fruit and what am I trying to say? Potatoes. Oh, that's so fun, Amy. I love that. I love doing art with kids. I miss being in the kids' classrooms. Look how beautiful the ombre is. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Isn't that, oh, that's my favorite. I think the ombre is my favorite. Look how beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to use all these papers. Okay, let's see what else. What's kind of wet here? This pink is a little bit wet. Let's see if this thing does anything. I don't know. We might not have enough paint. Let's see if we have enough. If I kind of bring it. Bring it this way. Let's see if it does anything. Oh, it doesn't really want to pick it up. It's not really grabbing. It's grabbing the center. Can you guys kind of see that? So it's just kind of grabbing in the center, but maybe it's just not enough. Let's see. Maybe it's not enough paint. Let's add a little bit more. That could be the problem. Or it's just not a good mark making thing. Oh, it doesn't want to grab outside of that. Oh, there it is a little bit. See if I can get at least one impression to make it worthwhile, but it's probably not the best. Let's see. Let's try it on this one. And I can totally flatten it. It's cool. It's not, that's not so interesting. I think that's probably, but it was worth trying. I thought it looked kind of cool. I'm going to try this one. I want to see what this one does. Oh, I just got paint all over me. All over my sweater, all over my pants. Okay. All right. Let's take a little bit more of this pink. Pick it off the floor. I should have an apron on. Okay. Use my hand as a stamp. I have my my old apron from when I used to teach the kids that art program. My Art at Your Fingertips apron. I should have had that on today. I'll have to wear that when we do messy things. Let's see if this one's going to do something cool. I don't know what this is. Is it like a lime thing for lemon and lime juicer, maybe? Let's see what it looks like. See if it does anything. Oh, yeah, that would work with one of the handled ones. Yeah. Oh, look how cute that is. Ooh, that one's cute. That one's really cute. It's a little awkward. I think if I had like a flatter, I could have used like one of the flat paint things. I think it would work a little bit better. Let's see. What if I paint it on? Or is that going to, it might lose a lot of the detail if I paint it on. Let's see. That's cute though, whatever this thing is. And actually it looks kind of cute with the little circle thing, whatever that circle thing is, loop-de-loop there. That's cute. Look how cute that is. Definitely a labor of love though. You wouldn't. But to maybe do this over, do we want it there? Is that going to mess up? I don't know if that would mess up. But if you had just like a solid color, let's do this one. So maybe that's a good technique to do when you have a background and it's already dry, because it's definitely a labor of love kind of thing. But let's see what it looks like on here. That's cute. Very subtle. Very, very subtle, but very cute. Let's do, since we have some wet paint. Okay, what else do we want to experiment with? Ooh, that almost happened again. It almost fell onto my pants. Okay, let's do one more here. Kind of like the way that looks. Crumpled tinfoil, that I could do. That I could definitely do. So that one got a little bit more kind of paint here, but I think it definitely has a cool look. Let me wipe that off a little bit. Okay. All right, let me grab a little bit of tinfoil. Okay, we're completely out of tinfoil, and nobody in my family told me. We have no tinfoil in the house. But I grabbed a piece of like parchment paper. So let's see what that does in lieu. Since we still have this pink. I don't know that, let's see. Oh, it's kind of cool. I bet tinfoil would be better because you could probably get better ridges with it. But I think it does look cool though. Let's do a little corner here. No, actually I like it. The more I do it, I think the cooler it looks. That does look pretty cool. And that's easy too. That's pretty quick and easy. That's pretty. And then I think it would be pretty too to come in and layer in some other colors once that dries. That's really pretty. It's really interesting. Let me kind of go, I want to kind of go off the page a little bit. That's pretty. I like that. I like that. Let's see if I could roll it into itself. And then I could use the other half of it. Yeah. Let's see if we can get another color going here. Let's do a little bit. Let's do some of this turquoisey blue here. On the other half of this. I like that. Styrofoam pieces. Do I have styrofoam pieces? You guys are going to have me running all over the house. I'm thinking, my mind is twisting though. Is there any styrofoam in the recycler? I think we just emptied it. You know what would be really cool too is like cardboard. I like that, Amy. Look at it. How pretty is that? And that's super quick and easy. This is a very, 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 very quick and easy technique. That's beautiful. Good idea. And it's not quite dry up there, but look how pretty that is. If you did one color over the top, So that kind of turquoisey with the pink, that's awfully cute. I like that. And when you're done, or you could just, right, if you have some of this left over from something like packaging, so great to use, and then it just goes back. We're not, right? We're utilizing stuff that would normally be trash. Kind of go over there. That's cute. Well, I'll have to start saving up. I'm sure we'll circle back around to doing this again. What can I fill up that part with? Maybe we'll just do a little bit. Let's see. We'll do a little bit of mark making, like little circles here with the rest of it, just to fill in so that we can use this whole page. That's cute. I'll have to start like a little bin of things when I come across it and save it. And we'll circle back around to this maybe in the summer. So cute. I love that. Yeah, I bet with the tin foil, it's probably sharper edges. So I bet with the tin foil, you probably get, or this is a much softer look, right? So pretty. I love that. Okay, what time is it? Oh my gosh, 1:56. I've kept you guys here for 2 hours. So let me pull up the ones we did. Let's see what are our favorites. I definitely want to do this again. So let me know if you guys are interested again. I love this ombre right here is gorgeous. Let's see. Okay, I grabbed the other ones here. Let's see. So that one, so we did that. I love that. And here we just had the little polka dots, and I love, 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 Amy, that ombre. Definitely, I want to give a little bit more play with getting the ombre effect. So here's our roses. I think that is so lovely for spring journal. What does it look like when it's folded? And I think it would be okay over time. Let me see. I'm just going to fold it and see. Like, do we think the paint would crack? Maybe not. Maybe I'll have to do a little test and see. Isn't that beautiful? Is a page in a journal like part of a signature? Let's do it this way too. So you could do both sides of it, or if you had like a little pocket. Isn't that beautiful to open? Turn the page and see something like that. I think that's gorgeous. So we did 2 of those. Here's the other one we did. I think this one we started off just pink, and then I came in and layered some green on top of it, and then this was fresh down here. But I love that. That is gorgeous. I have a lot of faves today. Here's the page where we did the orange daisies. I feel like it didn't show up as much, but also this background is very, very, very busy. So maybe it's just more of a subtle thing, but I will definitely come in here, and in fact, I would come in and rip out a daisy. In fact, I'm going to do it right now. If I were using this as collage, which I will be. So that's pretty to have that as a little piece of collage fodder. Isn't that beautiful? And then you can come in too with your pen, but if you look at it isolated like that, it definitely pops more, I think. I think that helps it because the background is so busy. Yeah, white too. Mm-hmm. We did add some water to some of it when it dried up just to revive it a little bit, but that'll be something to play. I definitely would like to play with more watery acrylic paints next time to kind of use them as watercolor. I think would be fun if we're painting on or doing like different mark making, but I think this becomes cuter, I think, that way, just because of the color of it. And then I didn't do a very good job on this one, but I think that's really pretty with the watercolor circles with the sponge. We use this one right here. So I think this is, well, they're all favorites. I'll be crafting with all of them. And even the acrylic paint over the top of the watercolor, I think is kind of an interesting, that's really pretty. Look how beautiful that is. That makes me want to do like a space theme something. Maybe I'll use that next week when we're crafting with Debbie. Super cool. And use black. Yeah, black as a toner too. So we'll have to, next time we'll have to have more fun. Let me make notes because I'll forget, but then I can go back and look at our, here, I'll use this. So next time, so I'm going to gather, I want to gather mark making things. I'll call them pieces. We definitely need to play with tin foil, which we didn't have any today. And let's have more of a play. Like Vicki was saying, let's have a play with black, with white, especially using like black background paper would be cool. And maybe I'll get some like printer paper too, play with black and white a little bit more. But it'd be gorgeous to have some black paper. And I want to have more of a play with watered acrylics and see kind of what we get with, if it's, you know, becomes more like watercolored. What else did we say? I don't know if I'm spelling properly. But I'll put this in my book for next time. Grape drops keep falling on our heads. That's funny. You're funny, Kathy. It stopped raining here, which is good. Oh, let me do this really quick. I didn't do the fan brush, and Angela was talking about the fan brush. So let me do that really quick. I know we need to go, but I'll regret it afterwards. I will be like, I didn't do the fan brush. Let's do it on this one. Let me water it down a little bit. Ooh, this is pretty. Ooh, that's pretty, very pretty. Let me get another piece of paper. Let's get a piece of this dictionary. So even though my fan brush is kind of glued together, so that's what the fan brush looks like. But again, mine is kind of covered in, I think I'm going to do that. I don't know. Maybe make lines. I don't know. I think it would work better if it wasn't so watered down. I think it's not, let me try a little bit that's just not watered down. Let's see what it does. I think it's spreading too much with the fan. Maybe I have too much on there. Let's see what it does. But it's awfully pretty, I have to say. But it could be user error. It could be user error. Or it could be all the well, it's likely user error versus the glue that's all over my fan brush. That's pretty though. Okay, I'm going to try one more thing over the top of that. But if we did pink this way, ooh, that's kind of cool. Especially if you let it dry, it kind of does like a plaid, kind of a plaid effect. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, that's very pretty. This I will definitely use for background as well. Let me see if I can grab some more that's wet here. That's very pretty. We'll use some of this as well. And probably even better if you had a glueless fan brush. Ooh, that's pretty. Let me see if I can get you a little bit more of a close-up. I might be able to see it a little bit better. Let's see. But it's awfully pretty in person. I don't think it's coming over as much. It's very subtle, but it's pretty. Okay, let me turn the camera around. We'll say our goodbyes. And then let me put, because I have the thumbnail up for next week. Isn't it cool, Angela? Let me see. Let's see what it looks like in this camera. It's definitely, it looks like a distressed plaid. I'm disappointed it's not coming over as cool as it looks in person, but it has very kind of Tim Holtz distressed kind of a plaid look. It's very, very cool in person. Also because in person, it's getting washed out. You can see where it's really, oh, there may be a little bit better. Be focused, it focused. Isn't it cool? I like it. I like it. Glad I tried. Glad I remembered. Remember to try. Okay, let me put the link in for next week. I'm so excited about Debbie being on with us. Let me find the link. Share. Copy link. You come back, and I love the picture. Debbie and I, we look much younger. It was a picture from a long time ago when Jim and I went to go visit Debbie and her husband in Arizona. So we're much younger. We have shorter hair. Let me see if I can go back in here. But that's good, right? It's good to use those like older pics. Okay, so there's the link for next week. So you guys can click on that and then hit the notification bell. Yeah, wasn't this fun? It's fun. So we'll start taking more ideas, but I think next time this is a good starting list. And then next month I'll have to decide what week. Well, maybe it actually kind of works doing like so this is the second. So maybe it works doing like the second Thursday of every month where we'll just we can experiment, but we can also build on our stash, right? Things that we need in stash. So I think next month we'll do labels. We'll do labels. I'll just make a unanimous decision. Hi, lovelies. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a good day. And I think that was it, right? What else do we have to talk about? Just make sure you watch the community tab and Instagram, and we'll be coming out with more information on the Crafty Marathon the closer we get. And I'll be making some posts to Instagram. So the types of magazines, again, that Debbie suggestion, and I'll go back in the description, are architectural magazines she loves to use. So like, you don't have to run out and get Architectural Digest, but I would say if you're getting flyers that come over, maybe this coming week, like real estate flyers, that kind of stuff. Also anything that has like human figures, certainly fashion magazines, but again, we can all find a lot of those images in magazines that we already have, and a lot of things that were coming in the mail, like junk mail kind of things. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Let's see, Kathy said, I tried gesso with acrylic paint on cut up glued paper and you didn't like it at all. So did you mix the gesso and the acrylic paint? I used gesso a couple weeks ago. Let's see. Look at, I got paint. Look at that. You guys can't see. There's pink paint. There's pink paint all over my clothing. But I used gesso on this piece. Oh, it's coming over really washed out. So it was shiny matte paper, and I used white gesso on it. And I do like the way it turned out. I think I wish the map was showing through a little bit more. So I need to play with my technique, whether watering down the gesso works, or maybe I should have wiped a little bit more off. But it's cute. That was my first time playing with gesso, because again, I'm kind of not a paint girl. Let's see. Kathy says, I just poured the acrylic on and mixed. Okay. So you just kind of mixed them all. Yeah. Oh, did you? Good. That'll be good to use. The Disney maps to use in the background. I love it using maps. Maps is another go-to that I always have close at hand, is using maps. So that's really cool. So I think that's it, friends. Use your favorite supply for your prompt. I'm probably going to combine cooking and favorite supply because it's paper. It's paper after all. Just so I could get caught up. And I think that's it. Is there anything else? Is there anything I'm forgetting? I don't think so. I don't know what happened to my notes. Here's my notes. I'm a little discombobulated today, as always. I'm always a little bit. I'm always, yeah, I squirrel a lot. No, I think that's it. So I hope you guys had fun today. I certainly did have fun playing with paint and having, yeah, is today St. Patrick's Day? Oh my gosh. See, I'm so out of it. I thought St. Patrick's was, oh no, today's not St. Patrick's Day. It's on Monday. Yes. So happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody on Monday. I didn't even get any St. Patrick's Day stuff up, but I have Kathy's ATC. So I have a little bit stuff, and I know I have, I think some other happy mail too coming, St. Patrick's Day things. So, and John's birthday. Is today John's birthday? Happy birthday, John. If you're listening, happy birthday. I hope you guys go out and do something fun tonight. Yeah, on Monday. So, all right, everybody. So I will see you all next week. Debbie will be with us, and yeah, a lot of fun things to come. My taxes are done, so now I can get back to playing and crafting. This was the first day I had crafted since last Thursday. Crafted with you all last Thursday, and then nothing until today. So it feels really nice to be back, and I can, yeah, play and have fun with all of you. So, all right, everybody, thank you so much, and I will see you next week. Bye.